Welcome children. 12th Commerce Unit 1 Chapter 3 Management by Objective. So Unit 1 Management Process. We already seen Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Chapter 1 is Principles of Management. Chapter 2 is the Functions of Management. So in Principles of Management we learn the meaning, definition of management, art or science, then management versus administration, process of management. Then we learn modern objective, scientific objective. These are all the things in chapter 1. Chapter 2 it's fully focused their functions of management, main function and subsidiary function. So this is a third chapter. So in this chapter what we are going to learn is to understand the meaning and definition of MBO and MBE, understand the concept of management by objective, understand the concept of management by expectation. So these things we are going to learn in this lesson. So first I'm going to explain the meaning of MBO. MBO means management by objective. So here one picture is there. So see the picture children. What do you think after seeing this picture? So this picture, the target is that red mark and that arrow is pointing towards that red mark. Likewise, a manager help the objective management to achieve company's goal. So manager help to achieve a company's goal. So management is focused mainly they focus the objective of the organization. So management by objective is a system or a strategy management model that aim to improve the performance of the organization by clearly defined objective. So if you are not clearly define your objective, so manager and other subordinate cannot able to target their goal. So in this system clearly define the objective that are agreed by both the manager and employees. So MBO give every member that freedom to complete their task. So they give full freedom to complete their task and this promote creativity and innovation in the organization and help them generative idea to solve the problems and contribute the organization goal with diversify input. So this help employees to keep themselves motivated and committed to the process. So MBO is a system, the supervisor and subordinate jointly manage the organization, which is identify its common goal, use the action of guide to define each individual. So even if you want to say MBO is objective oriented. So objective manager is how a company manager achieve the goal of the company. This system give a manager personal strength and responsibility. So this system encourage self control and motivate the manager so that the manager get to complete his or her task before somebody tell his to do something. So that is the meaning of MBO. So it creates self-control and motivate the manager into action before somebody tell his to do something. For example, some children they do their work before the teacher said. So likewise, it create a self-control and motivate the manager to do the action before somebody tell his to do something. So that is the meaning of MBO. So it management by objective is a system encourage the manager to achieve the organizational goal effectively. So this is the meaning of MBO. Next we are going to see the definitions of MBO. So this is a definition. MBO is a popularized in the US by George Odion. According to him, what he said, MBO is a system wherein the superior and the subordinate managers of an organization jointly identify its common goal. So if you have this is a management system. So the superior and subordinate jointly manage the organization where it identify its common goal. Then each individual manager area of responsibility in terms of the result expected of him and use these measure guide for operating the unit and assessing the contribution of each of its member. According to George Odion, MBO is a system the superior and subordinate jointly manage the organization whereas identify its common goal. So use this action to guide to define each individual key area based on the result expected from him and to evaluate the operation by unit and the contribution of its member. So this is a definition of George Odion. So this is a definition of MBO, management by objective. So this is popularized in US. So next definition, we have a two definition. So next definition, Professor Redin defined MBO as the establishment of effective standard for managerial position and the periodic conversion of those into measurable time-bound objective linked vertically and horizontally and with the future planning. So this means establishing effective standard for management position and changing them vertically and horizontally, and from time to time within scalable time bound objectives linked to future planning. So this is called a Redin definition. So establishing effective standard for management, so position of changing them vertically and horizontally, and from time to time within scalable time bound objectives linked to future planning. So this is a definition by Redin, Professor Redin. So now we are going to see so objectives of management by objective. So management by objective is intended preliminary. So what is the objective of management by objective is to measure and judge performance. So to measure and judge performance of subordinate even managers. So the objective of MBO is to measure and judge performance of subordinate, to relate individual performance to organizational goal. So it relating personal performance to organizational goal. So this is again objective of MBO. So it relate the individual performance to organizational goal. So it relating a personal performance to organizational goal. So third one is to clarify both the job to be done and the expectation of accomplishment. So classify both the work to be done and the expectation for achievement. So that is the objective. So it clearly clarify both the jobs to be done and the expectation, what their expectation and what they are going to achieve. So these clarify both the job to be done. So this is the third objective of MBO. Fourth one is to foster the increasing competency and growth of the subordinate. So to promote the increasing capacity and development of subordinate means even juniors. So that is another objective. So to promote the increasing capability and development of subordinate or junior. So fifth objective is to enhance communication between superior and subordinate. So to improve the communication between superior and subordinate, that is another objective. So it improve the communication between superior and subordinate. So communication is very much important for superior and subordinate. So this objective help to improve the communication between a superior and subordinate. Then sixth one, to serve as a basic for judgment about salary and promotion. To serve as a basis for judgment about salary and promotion. So this is a basic for judging about salary and promotion. So this may related to either they want to improve the salary or they want to give a promotion. So this is a judgment about salary and promotion to the manager. So this is a basic judgment about salary and promotion. So it stimulates the subordinate motivation. So it stimulates the subordinate motivate to work and motivate to achieve their organizational goal. So MBO stimulate the subordinate to motivate to achieve the organizational goal. Then eighth one is to serve as a device for organizational control and integration. So MBO act as a device for organizational control and integration or coordination. So this is the objective of MBO. So objective of MBO is to measure and judge performance of the subordinate, to relate individual performance into organizational goal. So they're relating the personal performance to the organizational goal. Then objective of MBO is to clarify both the job to be done and the expectation of accomplishment. So they clarify both the work to be done and the operation for achievement. So next objective is to foster the increasing competency and growth of the subordinate. So to promote an increasing capacity and development of subordinate. Then fifth one, to enhance communication between superior and subordinate. So what is another objective of MBO is to enhance the communication. So communication is very much important between a superior and subordinate. So to enhance the communication between superior and subordinate, that is the objective of MBO. Another objective is to serve as a basic judgment about salary and promotion. So through the MBO, it acts as a judgment about salary and promotion of the manager and subordinate. Then stimulate the subordinate to motivate to achieve the organizational goal. Then last but not least, to serve as a device for organizational control and integration or coordination. To act as a device. So MBO act as a device for organizational control. So these are all the objective of MBO. Then features of MBO. So first feature is an attempt is made by the management to integrate the goal of an organization and individual. This will lead to effective management. So attempt is made by management to integrate the goal of an organization and individual. This will lead to effective management means management try to combine the goal of an individual and organizational goal. They try to combine the individual goal and organizational goal. So if their individual attain their goal, automatically the organizational goal will reach. So the management try to combine the goal of an individual and organization. So if the management combine both the individual goal and the organizational goal, this will lead to effective management. So I already told you. So if the individual attain his objective, this will lead to achieve the organizational goal easily. So that's the first point. That's the first features of MBO. Another second one is MBO tries to combine the long run goals of organization with short run goal. So if you want to achieve your long run goal, first you must achieve the short run goal. So MBO tries to combine both the long run and short run goal. So if you attain your long run means it take time to achieve your goal. It take many years to achieve. So if you even short run goal means within a year or 2 or 3 years, definitely you will reach your goal. So if you want to attain your long run goal, first you must reach the short run goal. So management by objective tries to combine both the long run goals as well as the short run goals. Then third point, management try to relate the organizational goal with society goal. So management try to relate the organizational goal with society goal. So management seeks to relate organizational goal to social goal. So the MBO is related to social goal with their organizational goal. Then MBO's emphasis is not only goal but also an effective performance. So MBO, that means management by aptitude, not only focus their goal but also they concentrate the effective performance of the company also. So MBO special important is not only on goal but also they give a special important to performance also. So that is a feature. Another one feature is it pays constant attention to refining, modifying and improving the goal and enhancing the approaches to achieve the goal on the basis of experience. So based on the experience, MBO give a constant attention to refining means remove in practice, and modifying and improving the goal, and it changed the approach to achieve the organizational goal. So based on the experience, so it is a long run objective, so it took a time for achieve our goal. In between these gap, the management by objective give attention to refining and modifying and improving the goal and changing the approach. Sometimes they may change the approach also. They change the approach to achieve the organizational goal. These are all in the basic of the experience. In basic of experience, they have to change these things to achieve an organizational goal. Then it increases the organizational capability to achieving goal at the all level. So it increasing the organizational capability or achieving goal at all level means it enhance the organization capacity to achieve goals at all the level. So these are all the 6 points, and we have 4 points is there. A high degree of motivation and satisfaction is available to employees through MBO. So employees get more motivation and satisfaction through the MBO. So MBO, a high degree of motivation and satisfaction available through MBO. So through MBO, employees get more motivation and satisfaction. So that is a high degree motivation and satisfaction available to employees through MBO. So normally employees are get a satisfaction and motivation through the MBO. That's it. Recognize the participation of employees in goal setting process. So recognize staff participating in goal setting. MBO recognize the employees, staff are participating in the goal setting. So that will encourage the workers, even staffs and employees. So if they set organizational, if you are giving a chance for setting a goal of organization, definitely they put their hard work for achieving the organization. So MBO recognize the participation of employees in goal setting process. Aim at ninth one is aims at replacing the exercise of authority with consultation. So last feature is MBO encourage and aim to replace the use of power with the consultation. So with the consultation of higher authorities. So it encourage climate of trust, goodwill and